Welcome, friends, haters, and gentle lovers. Join me as we experience together the most bafflingly interesting person on the internet. On today's episode, Amberlynn Reed does basically nothing. Hello, my friends. If you didn't see Zachary Michael's response to part 4 of Amber's Q&A, you should definitely see that. Obviously, I'm sure you have. They just basically destroyed Amber and did not hold back. So it was kind of nice to see them stand up for themselves, because when she talked about their mental health, it was uncalled for and it was stupid and it was just typical Amberlynn responding to Zachary Michael. And meal plan with me. Whoop-de-doo. All right, here we go. Let's see what her response is to Zachary Michael. It's probably stupid. And if you would like to like and subscribe, that would literally be hectic. I'm not gonna lie.
Hello. Welcome to a new vlog. I'm pretty sure
She is just the villain, isn't she? I was already infuriated with her. Like, there was always just this look about her that infuriated me, but it's just so much worse now.
today is January 11th. Is it? Hold on. Let me go look. Hot damn diggity. It is January 11th. How is it already the 11th? I personally don't.
And that stupid AirPod. You know, if she was like responding to a video or like playing a video game or something like that, it would kind of make sense, because that way she could hear. But she just wears it all the time.
No, time is going by so fast. But anyways, here in the good Oklahoma, it has been snowing, and thankfully it did not snow today. It's still pretty cold, but we had some snow melt, which is a good thing. Okay, you guys, it is time to meal plan. Yes.
And of course, the response to Zachary Michael is going to be at the end, because that's what Amberlynn does. So yeah, meal plan. Awesome. That's what people want to see with Amberlynn, is meal plan. Okay.
Your girl said meal plan. So I'm just going to use the notes on my MacBook to do that. So I am on the semaglutide, and I'm telling you, like, it takes away like that like huge desire to order takeout. So I've been eating more at home. I'm not trying to be unrealistically healthy. I'm simply just like eating at home. Okay. So meal.
Yeah, so she's not doing a damn thing. She's not changing anything. She's just going to continue doing what she's always done and be surprised that she doesn't lose any weight.
Plan is going to go as such. So I am grocery shopping tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, so I'm simply just going to write down all the days of the week: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so on and so forth. So then I can just go through and decide that way. So what I'm going to be meal planning is simply like...
Is this really what's happening right now? Is we're going to watch her. She thinks it's interesting enough to sit here and watch her type on her computer about a meal plan?
What I want like my main meal to be that day, which is usually dinner. So Sunday, tomorrow, I won't have to plan for that, thankfully, because I am having a little mother-daughter moment. So we're going to get some dinner together.
Of course, they can't do anything without eating. And she finds these little excuses to, like, I'm just going to eat at home. Except for when I go with my mom, or except for when I do this or that. And then she'll find all these little excuses to eat the things that she knows she shouldn't be eating. Because she doesn't care. Because she just wants to eat. Because she's a child. And that honestly, like, she's definitely addicted to food. She's got that going. She's a narcissist. But a lot of her, like, her weight is actually, I think, a symptom of, it's the same, the narcissism, the way she treats her significant others, and the weight all come from the same thing. And that is, she wants what she wants when she wants it immediately, or there's hell to pay. It's a child who wants the toy at Walmart, and when their mom says no, they throw themselves on the ground and scream to the point where everybody in the store can hear. But that's Amberlynn. And so obviously for her, it's with food, she has to get what she wants. Period. If that means shitting all over her significant other, if that means shitting all over her friend or ex-friend, so be it. I want what I want. If that means throwing Code Red Mountain Dew at people, so be it. I want what I want when I want it. And if you don't give it to me, or if I don't get it, then I'm going to throw a tantrum.
I'm going to put out with mom. And then Monday, I'm craving tacos. I think I'm gonna do tacos for Monday and Tuesday. I'm not usually like a leftover girly, but some foods I can withstand the next day. So I definitely can withstand some like
Withstand. I can stand. Withstand would be like if they were throwing it at you.
taco meat the next day, so I'll be fine with that. I've also really been enjoying like soups. There's this like potato Mexican soup that I kind of made up. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. Maybe I can show you guys a recipe, but I'm telling you, so good. And then Thursday, what do I want? Maybe Thursday we can do like a rice.
She's really sitting here acting like, of course, at this moment in time, the Beck video has not been released. So she is blissfully ignorant in this moment that she has been more exposed than usual. But that doesn't take away from the fact that smug face is still just pissing me off every time I look at it.
Type of soup type deal type situation. I have been really craving soups and just like warm foods, comforting foods. So with both of the soups, I do like.
She needs comfort, guys. You know, comforting. She needs to be comforted in her time of need.
To use either like ground turkey or beef. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split the beef between those 2 days. And then Friday, I like to go to bingo with my mom.
Nobody cares. Oh my God.
So I'm just gonna put bingo so I won't really have to plan for that day because usually we eat at bingo. Saturday is also really up in the air because I like to spend Saturdays with my mom. So I think for that day, I might just put.
Her life is so boring that she decided, for content, because I'm a vlog channel, I'm going to film myself making a list.
Spending it with mom. I have been snacking a lot on like chocolates and stuff. I need to find like a little bit better alternative.
You're doing whatever. You're doing just whatever you want because that's what you do. You just do whatever you want.
Girl, I love chocolate, but we need to like just be a little bit better. And then for my other meals, obviously I'm not just having one meal a day. I'm really craving bagels. So I'm gonna eat bagels. I'm gonna do cream cheese. And I kind of want to do the whole, you guys remember that thing I tried with the bacon?
I thought semaglutide was supposed to like cut out your appetite a little bit. That doesn't seem to be happening at all.
Bacon and scallion. I kind of want to have that like on a bagel. Does that sound hectic? I don't know. So I'm gonna be able to have that.
She's eating a lot of high calorie stuff because, again, of course she is. She just does whatever she wants because she has no actual desire to lose weight. She just does whatever she wants forever. For any situation, it's just, what do I want to do? And that's what she does.
For multiple days in a row, actually, since there comes with like 6 bagels in one thing. So I'll be able to have that for 6 days. So that's gonna work out. But yeah, back to my chocolate alternative. What could I have instead on some days? You know what? I'm just gonna Google.
How about nothing, schmuck? How about nothing? How about instead of eating chocolate, how about just don't eat a thing for an hour? That's crazy. Who would have thought that you could actually not eat for an hour? I'm pretty sure that's a possibility.
What are some healthy-ish snacks? Cottage cheese and fruit, nuts, fruit and yogurt, whole grain toast, fruit and veggie smoothie, whole grain crackers, peanut butter banana, peanut hummus.
And she is sitting here going, I don't like that, I don't like that, I don't like that, I don't like that. So she's not going to eat any of it, you know? Because, again, she's a child.
I want something sweet. So I'm going to say what are some healthier snacks that are sweet? Chocolate chia pudding, trail mix. I do love trail mix. I can like make my own. Chocolate covered bananas, frozen grapes. I do love a frozen grape. Apple and almond butter, a smoothie. So that's like healthy. Trail mix does sound good, but again, I would probably just add like some chocolate, some nuts. Oh my gosh. I think I'm.
Because she can't do anything healthy. She can't do anything that doesn't satisfy her as much as it possibly can, right? She can't make trail mix without the sweets and without the chocolate because let's say it again, let's say it together, she is a child.
I might do green apples and peanut butter. I love green apples and peanut butter because green apples are more sour compared to like regular red apples. Okay, so I meal planned. I'm excited. And then when I'm at the store, obviously, if I see some other things that I could have throughout the week, I'll just get it there. But this is like the stuff I need. Oh, and I need some stuff for around the house as well. I need some more Sprite Zero. Also want more Cherry Coke Zero. Oh my God, so good. I haven't had that forever, I feel like. Pine Sol, toilet paper, dish soap. I do need more of that. Also dish sponges. I think that's it. Okay guys, so I have gone back and forth whether I wanted to speak on this. I have sat with my thoughts and my feelings regarding it. I didn't want to just like...
Bullshit. She needs content. She needs something to talk about. So as soon as Zachary Michael said something, and you know she watched it, you know she did, because she watches every video they put out. and all the haters, she knew immediately she's going to respond because it's clickbait. It's a good way to get people to click.
Spew nonsense. I really wanted to sit with it. And I've decided I think I should speak on it because it is kind of heavy on my mind, on my heart. So I've gotten a lot of support and backlash regarding like what I said about Zachary Michael. There's a lot of people.
Oh, fuck you. Oh my God. I've gotten support. She just cannot. She cannot take an L. She can't. She just physically can't take an L. Right? She was just an asshole. She was just... It would be one thing if Zachary Michael hadn't been so supportive of Amberlynn for so long because, I went and watched the response from Zachary Michael, and they pointed out that all of the time that Amberlynn takes off for her mental health, Zachary Michael has always been supportive and always been chill about it and cool about it and never been an asshole about it. And as soon as she gets asked a question about Zachary Michael, she's just a total prick. There's no excuse for it. But instead of just saying, that my bad, that was probably, I shouldn't have said that. And that's a crazy thing. All she has to say is, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that. Done. Problem solved. Everybody would move on. Everybody go, oh, okay, cool. At least she admits it. We're fine. But she just can't. She says, I've gotten support for what I said about Zachary Michael. What an asshole.
That think I should literally die and fall off the face of the planet for what I said about someone's mental health issues. And then there's the other side of people who are like, I applaud you for finally like sticking up for yourself after years and years of torment. So I have received...
Oh, holy shit. I don't know that I can watch this. This is going to make me so angry. I don't like this. I don't like this. I was already so done. I was already so done with Amberlynn. I don't know that I can... I don't think I can finish this. And I'm not even Zachary Michael, right? They don't even know who I am. But over the years, I feel like I've gotten to know Zachary Michael, Jordy, Snowflake, all those... we've all gotten to know all these people. And we've gotten to know this smug piece of shit. So... I can't. I just... Wow. She is literally infuriating.
A lot of mixed feelings. And if you guys thought that I was not going to see the clip of someone actually like verbally abusing me, then y'all thought wrong. I did watch it. And I've also watched like another clip from Twitch, which I have never...
This is going to be worse than I thought. I thought she might actually not apologize, but just sort of be like, I don't know what I thought. I didn't think this, but this is wild, man. Because again, it all goes back to the fact that she doesn't understand that without Zachary Michael, without Snowflake and Jordy and all them, she would have nothing. She would be nothing. I mean, she is nothing, but they keep her relevant.
Watched his Twitch before until I saw this clip. So I do feel like I need to speak up on this because it's kind of a lot, to be honest. And I really wish people would like separate like who the two people are and like biased opinions based around me and reaction channels and look at it as like person A and person B. Regardless.
That's not how anything works. You can't do that. We know you. We know who you are. We can't... That would be pointless. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Everything has to be taken in context. We know that you are a lying, manipulative, selfish, heartless asshole. So we have to take that into consideration whenever you're talking about anybody.
Even though I feel like I'm standing in front of a bunch of like people who want to see me fail and who don't really care about what I have to say, I'm standing here and I'm using my voice because as a woman and as someone here on YouTube who has constantly had to just fight and fight and fight, I'm not going to stop now. I feel like I have a lot to say, but I really just want to like...
The martyrdom. Oh my God. I don't know if I can keep doing this. Like I started making videos because she's so dumb, but she is so arrogant and so self-righteous, and especially knowing what we know about her, the way she treats people, and yet she can come on and say stupid shit like I've had to fight and fight and fight and I'm using my voice. Why have you had to fight? Because you're a lying, manipulative piece of shit. Then everybody knows it. Yeah, it's been an uphill battle that you've created. You have created an internet world for yourself where you're the villain because you're the fucking villain. You act like a villain. So then you can't then come on the internet and go, oh, people just treat me so bad. It's because you're an asshole.
Dwindle it down into like short form. I said something about Zach, saying that like his mental health issues is the reason why he can't upload. But then the minute that I upload, he has a reaction. That is the only thing I have ever said about Zachary Michael's mental health. And to be honest, the years and years that he has spent on his channel mocking me, being insensitive to any issue that I have. I mean, he can sit here and say that he stands up for me for this and for that and for random things, but sure, that doesn't take away the fact that I have been mocked by him. That also includes my mental health. We're not even gonna go to like the physical aspect of like making fun of the fact that it's hard for
Zachary Michael has gone out of their way to exclude mental health. Now, the weight thing, because she talks about food and talks about her weight so much, you can't very well react to anything she says without bringing it up, at least talking about it a little bit. But the mental health thing, Zachary Michael has always gone out of their way to exclude that from the conversation, or at least say all this other stuff, but then they're supportive of the mental health stuff, especially when she takes time off because of her mental health. And oh my God. And she claims to have, I don't know. You know what? I just can't. I can't with her, man.
me in the past to like walk to a tree, or like every time he sees me walking in a video, literally you can see him subconsciously move his body in a waddling fashion. Like, we're not even gonna like include those things and multiple other things, like him joining in on AmberCon, literally hosted by one of the most fat phobic people there is. But we're strictly gonna go with like the mental health aspect, because that is the reason why he decided to literally verbally abuse me in front of everyone, and he's getting applauded for it. Listen, he says awful things about my mental health too. It might not be in the black and white way that...
Now, I will be flabbergasted if she actually shows a clip, because, you know, she's the laziest sack of shit on earth. But I mean, if you want to prove it, prove it. Let's see what you got to say. You know, you can sit here and say that all you want, but you got to prove it. You got to show us what you're talking about.
I did it, but I am telling you, he does it frequently. So this might be like a very small example, but it's a recent example that is like an ongoing example. I have massive anxiety when it comes to like public speaking in person. So bingo, for instance, when I get a bingo, yelling bingo out loud gives me so much paralyzing anxiety that I literally can't do it. That is a mental illness. Anxiety is a mental illness. That is something...
Really? This is what she's gonna point out, is that she's a baby and can't say bingo at bingo? And Zachary Michael pointing out that that's stupid? And I don't know if they were mean about it or what, but that is stupid. That is a stupid thing to be all flustered about, you know? Honestly, knowing Amberlynn, it's not a thing. You're just pretending because you think it makes you funny or quirky or interesting. But it doesn't. It makes you look so foolish.
That I am suffering with. And he constantly makes fun of that. It's something that I'm embarrassed about. I'm ashamed about. Like, I wish that I could yell bingo like a normal person, because to normal people, it's easy to do. For me, it's super hard. So in a recent vlog, I was like, you guys, I yelled bingo. Like, I'm so proud of myself because like I conquered that anxiety. He made fun of me. He made fun of my mental illness. So another recent thing when it comes to my mental health is I expressed at length at the whole feederism topic and calling my girlfriend a feeder and saying that I'm a feedie, that I'm actively involved in that sort of relationship, has been detrimental to not only my mental health, but to Tommy's as well. He knows this, and he continues in every single reaction.
Because it is so well known at this point. There's no denying it. I mean, I know she tries, but the evidence is so overwhelming. There are only two options. There are literally only two options. Either Emily was a feeder and isn't anymore, or she's a feeder. Because there are so many pictures and posts and all the different, every kind of evidence you need from her past relationship that show that she is a feeder. Absolute 100%. There is no doubt. So sorry that sucks and that you don't like it, but that is just true. Allegedly. So when they bring up the feeder thing, they're not just regurgitating rumors and defamation. They're bringing up what's true. They're pointing out the things that have been proven.
Says anytime that I'm eating, it's for Tommy. Anytime that I'm showing my body, it's for Tommy. He's continuing on a storyline that I wish would literally stop. I wish it would stop for more than one reason. I wish it would stop because it's not true. And I wish it would stop because it's detrimental to Tommy's mental health and to my own. And he actively knows that and still continues to do it. Yep.
So I don't know if at this point she is in denial and so delusional that she like convinced herself that Emily isn't a feeder, or if she just is so embarrassed by it that she doesn't want to admit it. But I mean, she is. She just is. Allegedly. And so you can sit here and say it's not true all you want. You know, most people, when there's overwhelming evidence, they tend to just believe it because there is overwhelming evidence. So if you've got evidence to the contrary, by all means.
Zero regards to my feelings at all. I even flat out said multiple times that this whole subject causes my mental health to be worse than ever. So that is just simply two small examples of what I mean. And like the big grand scheme of things, like this has been going on for years and I have taken it for years. Like I could have a whole list of things that he has either mocked me for, made fun of me for, judged me.
Yeah, that's just part of reacting to people. Since you've been on YouTube, you have proven that you have a lot to mock, it not even including your weight. So that's just part of being on the internet. You jackass. Of course you're going to get criticism. You're going to get people talking about your flaws and stuff because you put your stuff on the internet. Sorry, you've made a lot of money doing it. So you have to decide, is it worth it? But that's just part of reacting. That's just part of the deal. When you have a channel that gets reacted to, I mean, unfortunately, Amber, you are a lol cow, whether you like it or not, whether you want to admit it or not, or whether you believe it or not. You're a lol cow. So your existence on the internet is simply really there just to be picked apart and to be reacted to.
Before has been insensitive about, etc., that has been mental health related, but him and his audience has not gave a fuck. I'm not going to sit here and deny that what I said wasn't distasteful because it genuinely was, but I have been literally been low-key made fun of his whole YouTube career, and it's so low-key that like he gets away with it. But even channels that are like high-key about it, they still get away with it too. Like,
do you know why? Do you know why? Is because Zachary Michael is a decent person. There has not been anything come out proving that they have abused their significant others. There has not been allegations of, well, lots of things. And they are not constantly lying about almost everything that's ever brought up. So that's why they get the grace and you don't, is because you have not earned it. People would be on your side if you were a decent human being, and you're not.
a good example of that is like me calling Jordy pale. Like everyone was so mad about it, or like the fact that I said that he lives in his mom's basement, which I have no idea if that's a thing. People are like, well, it's a good thing that he lives with his mom and dad. I don't know if he does, but everyone had like every like great excuse under the sun for the reason why he lives in his mom's basement. But yet me getting into my mom's
she's going to completely ignore the fact that she paid to get Jordy's information. So she knows more about his living space and living situation than most people probably in the world. She's going to ignore that. But the reason people had a problem with that is because it was just a low blow. It was just sort of childish. It was childish and immature. But I don't know why we expected anything different.
car, because I don't drive, is like a horrendous thing. But yet,
bro, she really came out acting like an asshole to reaction channels, got called out on it, and then is doubling down. So there's no hope for her. There really is no hope for her.
me living with girlfriends is like a horrendous thing because I can't live on my own and this and that. But it's like people will make excuses for these reaction channels while literally looking down upon me constantly. But anyways, back to Zach.
Again, because you're a terrible person. That's it. That is all there is to it. Is you're a horrible person, and so you don't you've given up the right to get the benefit of the doubt because you're just a terrible human being.
His response to me was like a misogynistic rant of nothing but like curse words, and just, it was horrible. It was like verbally abusive. If I did that, which I have never done that, people would be like, oh, that's her true colors. There it is. But Zach is being rewarded for this, which is crazy to me. And I feel like it gets even worse than that. He literally went onto Twitch and brought violence into the mix. Whether he was joking or not, that is not okay to joke about. It truly makes me feel unsafe, and not in the way of like, oh, I firmly believe he's gonna come and like hurt me physically, but I no longer feel safe in this corner of the internet. Like, this is my job and it was my passion, and it's truly just like being ripped from me.
Passion, shut up. You did the bare minimum. You've always done the bare minimum. You don't do anything. Your passion is literally just sitting with your phone 3 feet from you and just talking about nothing and filming nothing. That's not passion.
Day by day by day. I should be allowed on the internet without feeling unsafe. Now, because I said,
no, that is not the way the world works. I'm sorry, but yeah, would that be great for everybody? Of course. But you don't get special treatment. Right? Nobody is guaranteed to feel safe on the internet. Once you upload a video on the internet or something on the internet, it's fair game. You know, and you know that, right? I don't know how you've gone this long being on YouTube that you don't understand that there's no such thing as a safe place on the internet. There's just not. Even if you create a community of a safe place, rarely stays that way. So no, that's a stupid thing to say. There's no such thing.
One thing about his mental health, where literally in every single video, he has something to say about mine. He now has made room to validate his insensitivities to my mental health, or just me as a person, as a full ass person, as a human who is nuanced completely. So now he gets to be insensitive. And
I could think of a lot of words to describe Amberlynn Reed, and nuanced would be very low on that list.
Like an exaggerated manner, instead of just the low-key manner that he has had this whole time during his career. This also just goes to show that no matter...
I wonder why they decided to stop pulling punches. It's because you're an asshole. I mean, that's it. You're just an asshole. And you bring out the worst in the world.
What I do, no matter what the reaction channels do, I will always be the villain, and I will always be the bad guy. Zach's...
Because you are the villain. It's your actions. That's it. That is it, 100%. It's because you are the villain. You act like the villain. So you are treated like the villain. And about this time, you are now learning what Beck has to say about you. And I'm going to guess she's still going to double down on her lies about, oh, if you guys only knew what I had to go through with Beck, you would not believe. Like, there's a good reason nobody believes you, is because you're full of shit.
Response to my one thing that I said about him, when he has said thousands and thousands and thousands of things about me that has hurt me, his response was abusive. It was cruel. It was mean. And I have to sit back and like deal with that, because if thousands of people agree that that's the way he should have responded to me, when I have never responded to any reaction channel in that way. And if I did, people would have attacked me for a lifetime. I'm truly sick.
Yeah, because you're a covert asshole. You're a covert piece of shit, right? You manipulate people, and you abuse the people that you can control. You wouldn't blow up at Zachary Michael or Mr. Snowflake or Jordy because you can't control them. You know, you would have these big tantrums, but not at the people that you know you can't control. You have it at Destiny or Beck. And I'm assuming you had some with Jade, and she didn't put up with that shit. Yeah, of course. Of course you haven't blown up like that and acted like that. This is probably about as close to a blow up as we're going to get from her. And I don't think she's ready for the backlash that's coming right now after Beck and then this. This is not a good look.
And like, it has made me look at Zach in a completely different way. I constantly flip-flop with him, but I literally am sickened by this. This community has made it okay to attack one person and one person only, and to literally silence them. And the minute they say one thing that might be distasteful among the thousands of things the other person has said, It immediately made me the bad guy and him the hero. I was simply stating one thing, while again, he states thousands and thousands and gets away with it constantly. Literally calls me a bitch, literally says fuck you, literally says he's gonna like use these hands or whatever, like insinuating violence, and everyone is okay with it. Like, it's not okay. I know he's gonna rebuttal and he's gonna say, well, you've done this and you've done that and you've done this, and not take accountability for his words. I know.
What? Not Amberlynn. Not Amberlynn Reed saying, I know he's not going to take accountability. Bro, I can't do this. Oh, my head hurts. I'm going to die from the hypocrisy. Oh my God. The hypocrisy is drilling its way into my brain.
That's what's gonna happen. I know that's gonna be his response because he has done this long enough. He knows what his audience wants. I don't really know what else to say about it, but I do want to end this vlog. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what else to say. I have to go a long way to consider somebody evil. I don't know what other word to use with her. You know? I can't believe, like, what just happened is mind-boggling. I can't really wrap my head around it, you know? And I can only imagine what Jordy and Zachary, Michael, and them are going to say. So I'm disappointed. Even the tiniest amount of expectation that I had from Amberlynn, and I am still disappointed. After Beck's video this morning, I didn't think I could like her any less, and she just keeps digging that hole. Holy shit. Anyway, well, we're all in this together, so let's see how this all plays out, because this is an interesting time to be alive in gorlworld, for sure. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.